Blair Gilbert here for MrHardware.com and Gilbert's Pro Hardware in St. Clair Shores, and how to make a coyote decoy work and keep geese off your lawn. My finished decoy assembly to make a coyote spin is you need to have them behind an object so when the wind blows it'll cause them to move around. Otherwise the coyote will just be a wind vane and he'll only point typically one direction. A little movement still isn't bad. The trick here is when you put them behind a structure like this, or my compost pit over behind the deck, so anywhere you can have the coyote half behind something, it lets the geese think that the animal is hiding and he's going to come get him. The fact that he moves turns a static decoy that you have to move every day if it's going to work into a decoy you only need to move maybe once or twice a week. Sometimes when the wind changes direction, I move my decoy. Here's how I assembled to make this contraption that has kept geese off my lawn ever since. I can show you. I'd use a soccer ball to give the coyote a little body, and I used a piece of copper tubing I put inside of a piece of PVC for strength. I took a T-nut, but I have a bolt in here sharpened to a point. Sharpened to a point, there's very little surface area and it allows my coyote to spin, hence scaring the geese away because I have a moving decoy now. You have to put them behind something that the wind only blows on half. If the wind blows on the whole coyote, he just blows one way. So you put them near a tree or anything so that the wind makes them spin around. That makes the geese crazy. They can't trust it anymore. When you purchase decoys, they come in a box and they're flat like that. They don't look like anything. So what I did is I whacked a hole in it, found an old soccer ball, could be anything, could be some foam, and I put this in here to give it a little bit of body in the back. I found the center of the coyote just by guessing, so that when it's on my pole so it can spin. Then to make it spin and to give it more body, I took a piece of 3/8" copper tubing, a T-nut, and just a piece of rod that I sharpened to a point. When you have a piece of rod in the ground and there's a point on the rod, it can spin easily. This is a piece of 4" thin wall PVC, and then I shoved the copper tubing over the T-nut like that. So now inside the copper tubing is the point. Take this assembly and I put it through the top of my coyote, shove it into the coyote, so my rod's sticking out. Washer, nut, tighten it down, and that secures the PVC and the copper tubing inside the coyote. Now when I go out and I put it in the ground, coyote can spin with very little effort. 1/4" smooth rod, sharpened to a point, could maybe be shorter because I'd like the coyote's feet to be just off the ground. But the important thing is you have to put them behind something that the wind only blows on half of the coyote. If the wind blows on the whole coyote, he just turns into a weather vane and he just blows one way. So you put them near a tree or anything so that the wind makes them spin around. That makes the geese crazy. They can't trust it anymore. And there you have it. How to turn a static decoy into a moving decoy to keep geese off your lawn. From MrHardware.com.